The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the throne.
Some of the content in this podcast does not belong to me and is displayed for entertainment purposes only. Step to the throne. Welcome, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. As a matter of fact, it's the 73rd edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. And let's go on and get into the show. I won't stop until I'm king. All right, and let's do the flip. Let's go here. Drop that like it's hot. Pick this up like it's hot. And let's get into it. All right, guys. Let's get into the show. Guys, I love magic. I love all of the magicians, but my favorite magician is Criss Angel Mind Freak. That's right, Criss Angel Mind Freak. This cat is out of Las Vegas, and you may have seen him on MTV and other cable shows. But this cat is bad, man. And he taught me 2 tricks. I did the first one on my previous podcast where I did the levitating cup trick, and I'm going to do another one for you tonight that Criss Angel showed me. But before I do that, I want to show you a clip of Criss Angel in case you don't know who he is, and we'll do the trick after the clip. Check it out.
Are you ready for the magic event of a lifetime? A visual feast for your senses. Hailed as the #1 magic show of all time and recognized by his peers as the greatest magician in history with the best show on earth, Criss Angel has reimagined live theater as we know it in a spectacle of sight and sound at Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas. More lights and video than any live production ever. Witness more than 75 revolutionary, mind-blowing signature illusions in a complete sensory overload. Join the magic revolution in an immersive experience unlike any other show on the planet. See the future of entertainment today from the biggest name in Las Vegas magic. The magician of the century in the best magic show in the world. Chris Angel Mind Freak, the all-new live show, only at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, Las Vegas. Be ready, be ready.
That was the clip, guys. And now, I'm not claiming that I'm a magician. I'm an amateur. But I want to do this trick for you that Chris Angel showed me. I hope I do a good job. So here we go. Let me see. Let me check this out for a minute. Okay, here we go. Check this out, guys. Here's an ordinary salt and pepper shaker. Well, it's actually a salt shaker. You see? It's normal. And I have an ordinary napkin. Now, it's one thing I forgot to get. Let me grab it. Let me grab a coin. Hold up. All right, I'm screwing it up already, guys. Anyways, right here is a coin. I put the coin right here. Here's the salt shaker. I'm gonna place the napkin over the salt shaker, nice and tight. You see that? I take the coin, I put the coin here. Set the salt, pepper, the shaker on top of the coin. And what we're gonna do is attempt to make the coin disappear. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we go. And the coin is not disappeared. So we're gonna do this a different way. Set it here, and we go 1, 2, 3. And it's gone. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's right. Thank you so much. I don't know if I did the trick right, but anyways, that was fun. And let's move on to some Goldie Gossip news. Now, I want to get into this case about the death of, man, I'm tripping. Tupac. The death of Tupac. And they finally found somebody who they wanted to convict it. I'm pretty sure all you guys know it. His name is Keefe D. Now, Keefe D was one of the people in the car the night Tupac died, and he knows all about it, and he been blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. Not only was he on Vlad, but he was on, Cam Capone. He was on several formats talking about that night. So, as a result of that, the police took all of that information, all of those interviews that he did, and now he's being convicted. And Vlad is being credited with cracking the case. Now, here's my deal on that. Vlad has been accused of being the police, of working with the police, working with the FBI. A lot of people say that Vlad is busting people, which is not true. Now, Check this off, guys. If you decide you signed up to go on a show and talk about all of the dirt that you have done, how you gonna be mad at Vlad? You agreed he didn't put a gun in your head, or he didn't pull you into his place and force you to say anything. You said it on your own accord. So guess what? The police is going to use that as evidence against you. Check this off, guys. What the hell is wrong with this generation? Does anybody know the meaning of discretion? Be discreet. Whatever you do, see, that's why white people don't ever get busted, because they know how to be quiet, and even a lot of them be blabbing their mouth. Excuse me. But not like all of these brothers, all of these half hip-hop, half gangster people. If you rob somebody and you got their stuff, and you post up on any platform talking about what you did, holding up the evidence, saying, yeah, nigga, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Guess what? The job for the police has never been easier right now. They don't have to do no investigation. All they gotta do is go on social media and watch what you blab. I can't feel sorry for Keefe D, and I can't hold Vlad accountable for his platform. It's just like any other platform. Everybody's doing their job, and ain't nobody being forced to do anything. But anyways, I'm gonna show you the clip of Vlad being interviewed by the Breakfast Club, where they talk about the incident briefly. I don't have a lot of time to do the whole interview, but I did enough for you guys to understand it. So check it out, and we'll be back.
Wake that ass up in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
I know him as DJ Vlad, but everybody else knows him as Vlad TV. Vlad's here. What up, Vlad?
What's up, Envy?
What's up,
Charlemagne?
Vlad?
It's been a minute.
You know, we really can't call you DJ Vlad no more. Why do we still call you DJ Vlad? You haven't been a DJ.
But he started off as a DJ.
He started off as a
that's how I know
DJ,
him.
mixtape DJ. Exactly.
Yeah, man. First of all, Vlad, I want to tell you congratulations, because you are responsible for helping the family of Tupac Shakur get justice and closure because of some of your interviews you did with Keefe D on Vlad TV. Yeah. I have already said it. I think you should win a Peabody. If you was any other journalist outside of hip hop, I think you would get some type of an award for that.
Thank you, man.
How do you feel?
I mean, the purpose wasn't really for him to get locked up or anything else like that, because as I've said before, when Las Vegas PD reached out to me, I didn't respond.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cooperate. You know, my whole thing was, this is a story I'd heard for a long time, for close to about 18 years or so. And by actually sitting down with Keefe and getting his whole story from beginning to end, at the end of the interview, I'm like, okay, I pretty much solved the case at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to Greg Kading, who actually got the original Keefe D confession. But in terms of the public, that was the first time Keefe actually told the entire story of how it happened, what led up to it, what happened that night, and what happened afterwards. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, ultimately, I don't think anyone could really be surprised with the outcome.
I was going to ask, during the interview, because it's crazy, when he was arrested, you go down this rabbit hole of things that that you've investigated, that you've done interviews with. I thought, from maybe the interviews, it made it seem like he had a deal already on the table. Yeah. Was any of that true? Like, I thought that was the reason why he was able to talk about it.
Right. So he had a proffer agreement. So when Greg Kading met up with him, Keefe D.
Who's Greg Kading?
Greg Kading was an LAPD investigator.
Yep.
Who was looking into the entire case. So he had caught Keefe in this huge PCP raid, and Keefe was facing life in prison. So what happened was there's something called a proffer agreement, aka Queen for a Day, meaning that you could sit down with someone, they could ask you a whole bunch of questions, and you could admit to all the crimes you did that day, and you can't be charged with any of those crimes. And in exchange, they dropped the whole PCP case against him, and he was able to walk free. But the thing about proffer agreements, from what I understand, is that it's called Queen for a Day because it's only valid that particular day. So if you choose to retell that story afterwards, you could potentially get charged for it. So a little bit of a gray area. You know, and I think that his lawyer's probably going to be fighting in terms of that. But I think Keefe was under the assumption that he said it once, he could say it as many times as he wants. And I don't think that's the case when it comes to proffer agreements.
When you say that Vegas police wanted you to cooperate, what did that mean?
I think they wanted the raw footage. I mean, I actually have the voicemails from them, like, oh, we've been trying to reach you and everything else like that. And I think they thought that maybe there was a bunch of things we did 2 interviews that they could use in the case that we didn't publicly release. But if you know Vlad TV, and both of you have been on Vlad TV, we use damn near every second of the footage. So they're kind of barking up the wrong tree. But my whole thing was that if someone interviews on my platform, I'm not going to turn around and then work with the police against them.
Correct.
Regardless of what it is that they said. It's just business-wise, you know, in terms of my values, it's not what I do. So I didn't choose to cooperate.
By the way, what could they ask you that they didn't hear themselves?
It's all out
right there.
It's all out there. And he's done multiple interviews. It's not just Vlad TV. He
Art
did
of Dialogue.
Yeah, he did that. He did a few other ones. So it's kind of like...
He wrote a book.
He wrote a book. Well, and that's the whole thing. People thought that I got this whole confession out of the blue. Like, before we did the interview, we got a copy of the book. We read through the entire book, and that interview was, the blueprint of that interview was that book. So there are certain parts where I asked him a question, he didn't really want to answer it, and my thing was like, well, the book says X, Y, and Z. And then so he had to kind of address that. But if you write a book about a crime, I have no problems interviewing you about the book that you wrote.
Yeah.
Well, I had a question. You know, you did this Keefe D interview how long ago?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of strange that he's arrested recently, opposed to, because I mean the book was out before you did the interview, so it almost seemed like nobody cared until actually you did the interview and it started getting a little press.
Man, the wheels of justice turn slowly. You know, it takes a while to line everything up.
Coming up next, my new release, I'm King by Goldie Himalaya.
Growing up in the hood as a kid, I was green. Growing up, bossing up, and becoming a motherfucking king. Now, I ain't rocking with sneakers and no skinny jeans. I'm king. You know, I was a grown man shit, I ain't sipping lean. Doorbell rings, they walking through the door. Queen remember I'm a nigga fat Joe. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Pick up your cup in honor to a night. Gotta be respect my cheese, and that's that all. I'm a king, almost successful, leave me alone. And I'm rising to the top. And you bet my grind won't stop until I'm king. All my life, nobody believed in me. Everybody put me down. Not the radio stations, not the record companies, not even the recording studios. But it's okay. I rise through the ashes like a phoenix through the ashes. As the time passes.
The boss time passes. Now I'm getting game from night classes. Through the mud I rose from the ashes. Now we're gonna see how long the shit lasts. I'm king.